We are in Giresun, a beautiful little city on the Black Sea. It's small, but it is so powerful and has such history to it. It's amazing. And like all cities, or most cities on the Black Sea, it has its own castle. Like all Turkish streets, I run across the street. This is Arpasula Street. It's the busiest street in the city. It's a little small town here, but we're going to check it out, see what's on here. And so, come on, let's go. Prayers go on 5 times a day in all over Turkey, whether it's a large city or even a small city. But pretty soon it just becomes the total tone of the country. You don't notice them, you can almost set your clock by them, but they're beautiful and I love them, and it just adds such a great ambience to the whole country. So it's raining out there, so we're going to come in for some coffee. Right here, this is the Turkish mustache right here, very traditional. You see it used in symbolization, and guys wear it too. A lot of guys wear it. So we just stopped in. It's starting to rain out there right now. Beautiful, but any excuse to come in and have a little more coffee on our road trip here. So this is really nice. It's a beautiful little city. You know, it's amazing to me how vibrant these smaller cities are, and the larger ones too. You know, it's pretty incredible. This is Ottoman coffee, and this is a chain here in Turkey, over 200 stores. And the coffee is delicious. I came over in 2012, first time to Turkey. They didn't have the variety of coffees that they have now. But the coffees are very, very good here. This also is an award-winning lemonade that they have here. And it is, I'll tell you, very delicious. Maybe better than anything I've had back in the US. But the coffee, especially on a little chilly, rainy day here, is to die for. The main shopping center, the main street right here, shops all over, lots of fındık or hazelnuts, and jewelry, glasses, everything you can imagine. Right here, this is a Turkish coffee shop. Now, this has been here for years. I don't think they make regular grind, but this is all Turkish coffee. Turkish coffee is a very different grind from what Americans are used to. It's very finely ground and put in with the water, and then the water is heated up around that. And you end up with a very thick grounds at the end of the coffee. So you don't finish the total cup, you leave the grounds. And then many people will turn it upside down on the platter and be able to tell the future from that. If there's one thing that the Americans and the Turks have in common, it is flying the flag. You see the Turkish flag everywhere in this republic, and I would say it's the same in the United States too. We're never shy about shining our own flag out there. The fındık or hazelnut is almost worshipped here. And it's because it's such a big economic boon to the region. You see up here, there's hazelnut on the sign. That symbol is everywhere in Giresun. So yeah, we think there's that little rivalry going on, but you know, hazelnuts are a huge economy here. It's not to be underestimated. You know, this region produces about 80% of Turkey's entire crop. I think the first thing that tipped me off was this sign right behind me that says, Capital City of Hazelnuts. So yeah, I'd say there's a little rivalry going on. And the castle is right in town. The best part of this castle, you can drive right up to it. It's such an easy place to get to, and it is so magnificent. And this is surrounded with history of Turkey and the world. It is so amazing that a place this small, this little outpost in the Black Sea could have such a huge effect on world history. It was here, on this little island, that the Argonauts encountered the Amazons and a flock of vicious birds. The Greek island held out against the Ottomans for 7 years after the fall of Trabzon in 1461. Then surrendered on terms that the Christian inhabitants would remain and retain their arms, but were required to maintain a boat for the use of the Turks on a nearby river. And like everywhere here, you see the fyndiq, the hazelnut trees, are celebrated on any ground they'll grow on. In 1244, the Turks came into this area. Now, they were pursued by the Mongol hordes at that time. But by 1461, when Mehmed II took over Constantinople, this was well established. And then it became part of the Ottoman Empire. It's wonderful to see a historical place like this used as a park by the people of the city. It's a wonderful place to bring a family, to have a lunch. And that little island, believe it or not, is the only island on the Black Sea that Turkey has possession of. It's an amazing thing, but that little island is all there is for an island on the coast of the Black Sea. Thank you. I'm going to do like a little Black Sea sampler of food here at this restaurant. We've ordered some pita too, and that'll be coming out. But I found this interesting because it gives a good representation of the Black Sea food that you get in this area. Now this is kebab right here. And even though you say kebab, it might be cooked in it. We're used to have like shish kebab, which is something on a stick. They call this kebab. So, very flavorful. It's a good type of what I would consider a sirloin meat in the United States. Now, this is considered same type of meat, but this is called a forest kebab. And it's called a forest kebab probably because you have a lot of different vegetables in it. So it gives you flavors from tomatoes, carrots, peas, all of that stuff, and it has a very discernible Black Sea taste to it. Now this is kufta. Kufta is ground beef, and very popular all over Turkey, but very popular in the Black Sea region. A really good flavor. a really good flavor. Now, eggplant. If there is a hero vegetable in the Black Sea, it is eggplant. I will tell you that. The eggplant is used in so many different recipes. It is so versatile. And they make this with a little bit of ground beef in it. You know, I don't think I ate eggplant 3 times before the first time I came to Turkey. I eat it all the time now. It's delicious. This next meat right here is ribs. This is from the ribs of the animal right here. Very good, maybe a little chewy, but very flavorful. And this here, standard chicken. Seasoned very nicely, and it's served with potatoes as well. Lastly, we have green beans and pilaf, or rice. And I've had these a lot here. These are delicious. I don't know what's different about them, but I don't remember green beans tasting like this in the United States. These are so, so good. The different areas have different recipes all over Turkey. So you can never get tired of, say, eating the same thing. But the food in Turkey in general is some of the best food in the world. This is also something pretty standard on a Turkish table here, and that's a small salad. Now, we didn't order this, they just serve it with the meal. And quite often, you get a nice lemon wedge with it. You drizzle the lemon over the carrots, the beets, and the lettuce here. And it's a really nice way to cleanse your palate between eating things or different dishes. Drizzled also with a light oil. It is delicious, I tell you. And it just cleans the palate so nicely. Delicious. As you might have told, pita is sold everywhere all over Turkey. But every place has its special little recipe for it. Now this one, and we're in Giresun, is completely covered. So in other words, it's a complete wrap. A lot of pitas are open and then they have the crust around them. This is a total wrap on this. They all have that familiar beefy kind of interior. Let me see if I can get a better place and show you. Yeah, sort of a beefy interior. Some have cheese, some have tomatoes. There's quite a variety of different types of pita. But this is theirs. This is the specialty of the house. Let me give it a try. Very good, very good. To tell you the truth, to the unlearned taste, to the unlearned tongue, this tastes like the meat that comes in a pita. I mean, it is pretty standard. It's delicious, mind you, but I wouldn't identify this as a certain area or anything like that. I think the unique thing is that the pita comes entirely covered. Very good. This sort of ends our trip to Giresun. And we are on the road and we're going to be going through more cities all over Turkey and visiting new exciting places. I hope you'll join us. I hope you'll join us for further explorations of Turkey. We're going to visit everywhere, and we're going to talk to everyone, from large towns to small. Please join us on this journey. These are our last looks.